Good evening, girls. Today we are going to see the next book, that is book number 2, and we are seeing the novel The Mill on the Floss. And you girls are very clear about the author George Eliot, and you know about the structure of the novel. The structure of the novel comes in the book version. Totally we have 7 books. So far we have seen 1 book, and the name of the book is Boy and Girl. And we have 6 more books to see. Today we are going to teach. Today I am going to see book. Today we are going to see the second book, that is School Time. Clear, girls? And the name of the book is School Time. In this book we have totally 7 chapters. In the book number 1 we have 13 chapters, so we divided into 2 days. 1 to 7 we have seen in the first day, and remaining chapters we have seen in the second day. So in this book we have only 7 chapters to see. So let us see the first chapter. This is book number 2. Okay, clearly you see, girls, The Mill on the Floss summary, and this is book number 2, and the title of the book is School Time. In this School Time we have 7 chapters to see. So altogether in the single day we see the full chapters. So here comes chapter number 1, Tom's first half. Now Tom finds life at King's Lorton School. Now he is the sole student. Sole means new student to Mr. Steeling's school. So he is going to the boarding school. So far he is in the King's Lorton School. Now he has joined in the new school. It was run by Mr. Steeling. He feels unpleasant. Who feels unpleasant? Tom feels unpleasant because the first time he is going to the boarding school, so he feels unpleasant, and the material is harder. So far he studied in the King's Lorton School. He feels his life was very easy, but when he went to the Mr. Steeling School, he feels the material is harder than anything he has faced before. So new syllabus, he feels something hard, and he has Mr. Steeling undivided attention. And he noticed that he got undivided attention from Mr. Steeling because he is every time he is supposed to point over and see Tom. Mr. and Mrs. Tulliver, though, are quite pleased with what they seen when they leave there. Mr. and Mrs. Tulliver, they feel pleased. They are very satisfied about the school. So they did not worry about anything to leave Tom over in the boarding school. Mr. Tulliver thinks Mr. Steeling seems quite sure. He thinks he will take care and nothing to worry. Mrs. Tulliver is pleased with Mrs. Steeling's housekeeping. So Mrs. Tulliver is also satisfied with the housekeeping in the school. So both mother and father are satisfied about the school. So they left him in the boarding school and they have back to the farmhouse. A little while later, Mr. Tulliver brings Maggie to visit Tom for a fortnight. That night, Father Tulliver brings Maggie to the boarding school, where recently Tom was admitted. Maggie quite enjoys getting a chance to follow along with Tom's lesson. She feels very happy and she loves to see the new chapters, new lessons in the book of Tom. And she likes to join the new lessons and to follow along with Tom's lessons and likes to show off her cleverness to Mr. Stealing. And she likes to show her cleverness to Mr. Stealing, and he was also enjoys her conversation. She enjoys a conversation with Maggie. Mr. Stealing thought says that girls are often quite quick and shallow. The girls are always quick and shallow than the boys, but are not able to get deeply into anything. Girls can go quick as well as shallow, but they can't go very deeply. That is the main idea has given by the Mr. Stealing towards Maggie. And devasting Maggie, who has always taken pride in being called quick. She always feels pride about herself, whoever calls her as a quick. Okay, here ends chapter number 1. So, finally, they left Tom in the boarding school of Mr. Stealing. Both the parent, the father and mother are happy about the school. They are pleased to Tom to study over there. That fourth night, that concert night, Maggie also visited the school. She was enjoying with her brother and she was reading her brother books and so on all happening. So here ends chapter number 1. We'll see chapter number 2. Christmas holiday. Christmas holidays has come. For whom? For Tom. So Tom comes back to Dorset Mill for the Christmas holidays. For the Christmas holidays, he has come back to his house and he's very happy to be home. He's very happy. Not only Tom, whoever it may be, whenever they back to the holiday, they feel very happy like that. He's very happy to be home. However, Mr. Tulliver, bad mood dims the festival for Tom. But Mr. Tulliver, he's not in a good mood. He's very bad, dims about the festives for Tom. Though Tom comes for the festival, Mr. Tulliver is not happy. He's upset. What for he is upset? Mr. Tulliver is upset. What for? Because Miss Pivot, a neighboring farmer, adversely means unfortunately, affects the mill's water power with his irrigation plants. What this Mr. Pivot has done, he clipped the current of mill and he used the current of the mill power supply for his irrigation plants. And he is a nearby farmer. So he has misused the current supply of the mill for his irrigational plants. He becomes more and more bitter towards Mr. Pivot. Mr. Tullius is very upset. He is very upset. How come a man utilizes the mill power for his own? So he is very upset, and this man, Miss Pivot, he is he is doing all those things with the help of Mr. Vakim. With the help of Vakim, he is doing all these activities, whom he believes is behind everything. Vakim is the main reason for everything. So Tom finds out Vakim's son will be joining him at Mr. Stealing's. So Tom came to know that Mr. Vakim's son is going to join him very soon in the boarding school, that is in the Mr. Stealing's. But Tulliver does not mind since he likes the idea of Tom having the same advantage as his foos son. Tulliver is not happy. Tulliver, he is very much upset regarding the activities of Mr. Pivot and Mr. Vakim. And Tom came to know that very soon Vakim's son is going to join there in Mr. Stealing's school. So Mr. Tulliver states that he will take some advantage. Same advantage has his Foo's son. Foo's means an enemy. Who is his enemy? Mr. Vakim is the enemy of Mr. Tulliver. So, and Foo's son, as his Foo's son is going to join in Mr. Stealing school. So, he is unhappy. Here ends chapter number 2. Chapter number 3. The new fellow, the new school fellow. Who is the new school fellow? Definitely the son of Mr. Vakim. Let us see. Tom returns to the school, Mrs. Steelings, after the Christmas holidays. Now he meets Philip Vakim. Who is the Philip Vakim? As I told you earlier, the son of lawyer Mr. Vakim. Okay. Due to an accident in the infancy, he became humpback. Humpback means he had been twisted at the back, in the back of the shoulder. So he got a round shoulder. He is very sensitive as well as very intelligent boy. Though he is disabled boy, he is very sensitive and intelligent. Tom feels awake. Awake means difficulty around the boy at first because of his appearance. Tom feels awake means difficulty because of his appearance. Because as I told you, he is disabled. Who is disabled? Philip Vakim is disabled due to his accident in his infancy. And he hated him. What for he hated him? Because he is the son of his father's enemy son. So he hated him. So, but he warns to the boy upon hearing tales of mythical and historical war figures. This Philip Vakim, as I told you earlier, he is very intelligent. So he tells a story of mythical. Mythical means folk tales and as well as some historical war figures. So he is interestingly watching the story. Here's the stories from Philip, and he likes to pass his time with Philip Vakim. Each wants to make it clear that they're superior to each other in some way. Vakim want to be superior as well as Tom want to be superior in the school. So both are fighting for the thing who is superior over there. Each wants to make it clear that he is superior to the other in some way. Vakim want to be superior in some other way of Tom, and Tom want to be superior in some other way of Vakim. Philip in intellect and Tom in physical. So finally, Philip in intellect. Intellect means understanding, a very good understanding person, and Tom in physical powers. Okay, so both are same. He is very active in his thought and he is very active in his physical attitude. So this is chapter number 3. Chapter number 4. The young idea. Tom, this is chapter number 4. Tom does not quite get over his negative feelings towards Philip. Tom is not getting any quiet over negative feelings over Philip, but he does not enjoy his company. He does not feel any negative over Philip, but even though he does not enjoy the company of Philip in a good mood. Whenever he feels bad, whenever he feels homesick, he just go and join Philip. And which is fairly inconsistent because of his irritable personality stemming from his sensitive about his deformity. Why he doesn't like Philip? Because of his personality stemming from his sensitivity about his deformity. Because of the reshaping body of the Philip, he dislikes him. Tom also enjoys the Philip's presence leads to Mr. Stealing. But he likes the presence of Philip towards Mr. Stealing and not focusing on him quite so intensely. So his schooling become less unpleasant. If Philip was not there means he thinks that school might be very unpleasant. In the presence of the Philip, he feels very interesting. So he likes the company of Philip Vakim, but he never want to join him due to his personality steaming about his deformity. Deformity means reshape. This term also includes physical education for Tom. So, in this term, for the second term after Christmas holidays, Tom got some physical education, and that topic is going to teach by Mr. Poulter, a farmer soldier. So, soldier, he was a soldier. Tom convinced Mr. Poulter to bring his sword to the King Lawton to the school, and he want to see the sword. Tom excitement drives him to interpret Philip's intense piano playing in order to ask the boy to join him. But Philip is interested in playing piano. Philip keep on calling Tom to come and play piano, but Tom is not at all interested in playing piano. He likes only the sword. So here we can see the difference between Philip and Tom. Piano, Philip got a habit of playing piano, but Tom got a habit of playing or doing some activities with the sword. So he requests his physical educator to bring the sword because he was a soldier. So Philip calls Tom stupid. So Philip calls Tom as a stupid, and Tom retorts that Vakim is a scoundrel. So both started to fight each other because Philip want Tom to play piano, but he want to play with the sword. So both of them started to mock at each other. So Philip calls him Tom as a stupid, and Tom calls Philip as a scoundrel. Tom goes back to Poulter and bribes him to lend him his sword for a week. And finally, after this fight, he went to the Poulter he bribes to bring his sword for a week, and he want to learn something with the sword. So he requests the Poulter to bring the sword for a week. So here ends chapter number 4. So both of them, we know in what event they are all interested. It was the second term for the physical education. So Philip joined in the piano playing, and Tom interested in the sword. So this is the chapter number 4. Here comes chapter number 5. Maggie's second visit. When she has come in the first visit, the very first day when Tom was admitted in the school, on the time she visited the school first time, and this is the second time she is going to visit. The enmity, I'll tell you the meaning for enmity. ENMITY. Enmity means hate. Okay, hate. Bribes, see at the end of the chapter number 4, bribes means someone's money. Giving someone's money. He has given some money to the Poulter to bring the sword. So Maggie comes for the second visit. The enmity caused by his fight between Philip and Tom continues. We know what for these two are fighting. They both fighting for the physical education, because Tom was interested in the sword fighting and Philip was interested in the piano playing. So the fight continues, and they barely speak to one another. Very rarely they speak to one another. Maggie comes for another visit. She was quickly impressed with Philip's cleverness, because she was also clever, and as I already told you, Philip was very intelligent boy. She was easily impressed towards Philip. Tom brings Maggie to his room, and he wants to surprise her with this loaned sword. Loaned sword means, because as I told you, he bribes the sword. He bribes means paying some money and getting the sword. So he loaned that sword to show for his sister. So he took Maggie to his room, and he surprises her with his loaned means he gave some money to bought that sword, in trying to show off his moves. So he was showing some stunts by keeping the sword in his hand. He drops a point on his own foot by mistake. He drops the sword on his own foot and promptly faints. So due to the dropping of the sword, he got faints means loss of blood. Okay, and he was unable to walk. And this is the chapter number 5. In the chapter number 6, a love scene. So a love scene means in the second book we have only 3 characters. One is Tom, Philip and Maggie. We know that Tom and Maggie are brothers and sisters. Only the love remains between Philip and Maggie. Let us see chapter number 6. While the doctor is treating his injured foot, because how he got injured, Tom, he drops a sword on his own foot, so he got injured. They took him to the hospital. While the doctor is treating his injured foot, Tom is afraid to ask whether he will be permanently lame. Lame means unable to walk. So he was asking the doctor whether he can walk or he become permanently lame like Philip, as no one thinks to ask on his behalf and reassure him. Philip, knowing how difficult it would be for Tom to go through life deformed, but Philip knows that it is highly impossible for Tom to sit as such, because he ever mock Philip as for his deformed, for his infancy accident, because he was unable to walk. So he keep on mocking Philip, but Philip thinks that it is highly impossible for Tom to sit in a place without walking. So both brings the news that he will come back to the normal. Philip and Maggie, they are consoling Tom that he will very soon come back to the normal position. This lead to reconciliation. So when he consoled Tom about his normal position, he will be back to the normal position. He reconciled with the Philip. So all the 3 started to reconciliation. They united together between the boys, and from then Philip spends all his time outside the class with Maggie and Tom. So when they have become reconciled, all these 3, even the Philip, he has come out of the class, the 3 are spending time out of the classroom. As a result of this, Maggie and Philip, they become close to each other, become quite close, and she promises to kiss him when he sees him again. So both started to impress each other, and finally Maggie adopted to the Philip, and she says that she will be kissing him for the next time where she sees him. Okay, he is disappointed that affection stems from pity. Pity means sorrow, and Philip thought that whether she might be pity towards him. Pity means sorrow. So because of worrying did she loves him, he thinks about his intellect. But once Maggie leaves, Tom and Philip eventually cool to their original mixed feelings for one another. After Maggie went back to her house, both of them, Tom as well as Philip, become close to each other, and finally the visit of Maggie to the Mr. Stealing school has brought the love among Maggie and Philip. Okay, here ends the chapter number 6. We'll see the chapter number 7, and this is the last chapter. So the golden gates are passed. In this chapter, this is the last chapter from the book number 2. In this chapter, we are going to see Maggie and Lucy go to boarding school at Leham on the floors, on the same place. They are going to the boarding school. Who? Maggie and Lucy. Mr. Tulliver finally enters into the long threatened lawsuit with Mr. Pivot, as I already told you. Lawsuit means claim. So he's claiming in the court. Because, as I already told you, Mr. Pivot was using the mill power for his agricultural land, and and Pivot is represented by Wakim. Increasingly, Mr. Tulliver animosity means dislike, because he disliked Wakim. So Mr. Pivot brings Wakim, and already Mr. Tulliver, he was animosity means he dislikes him towards him and his son Maggie. Thus regards she is probably never be able to be close with Philip again. And by seeing this, Maggie, she got the point that she never become close to Philip, because both his parents, the Philip father and Maggie father, are enemies. So she thought that they never become close to each other because of their parents. Now Tom, now 16, enters his last quarter at Mr. Stealing, believing his father's suit to be approach its end and assuming his father will win. So it is the last term of the year. So he want to come back to his house, and he want to see his father lose suit, because it was the last attempt, and he thought that his father is going to win all the properties in the case as well as from the court, and he assumes his father will win. Maggie, now she is 13 years old, as I already told you. Both have 3 years difference. Comes to the King's Lawton unexpectedly to tell Tom that Mr. Tulliver has lost the lawsuit, but he was not sent out. Tom want to come to his house because he want to see the lawsuit final judgment of his father, but he was not permitted by Mr. Stealing to go away, because recently he was went for his Christmas holidays. Now he was not permitted by the Mr. Stealing. So Maggie visited the King Lawton school, Mr. Stealing school, and she conveyed the message to the Tom that his father has lost everything. So the Tulliver has lost the lawsuit, and as a result will lose the mill and his land. She states that he has lost the lawsuit. Now they are going to lose the mill as well as the land. Even worse, it seems he has fallen off his horse and been gravely injured. And even one thing, she stated that her father has been fallen down from the horse and he was injured. Even worse, it seems he has fallen off of his horse and been gravely injured. Gravely injured means very harshly injured, recognizing no one but Maggie since the accident. Only Maggie knows the accident, so he want to convey this message to his brother. So he has come to the school to convey the message about his father loses in the lawsuit and how he was injured. So this is the book number 2, girls. So here I'll stop. You kindly go through the second chapter, that is second book, and very clearly, and it is not that much hard novel to listen or to get know the story. This is a very simple story to hear. Kindly hear the story, kindly go through the notes for the better understanding. Use a headset, use your headphones for the better understanding. I'll meet you tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll meet you with the new book, that is book number 3. So thank you, girls. I wish everyone to stay home, stay safe, and go digital. Thank you, girls. Bye bye.